Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A certain king one day called a counselor to him and said, "The strength of real thinking depends upon the examination of alternatives. Tell me which alternative is better, to increase the knowledge of my people or to give them more to eat. In either case, they'll benefit." The counselor said, "Majesty, there is no point in giving knowledge to those who cannot receive it, any more than there is point in giving food to those who cannot understand your motives. Therefore, it is not correct to assume that in either case they will benefit. If they cannot digest the food, or if they think you give it to them as a bribe, or that they can get more, you have failed. If they cannot see that they are being given knowledge, or whether it is knowledge or not, or even why you are giving it to them, they will not benefit. Therefore, the question must be taken by degrees. The first degree is the consideration. The most valuable person is worthless, and the most worthless person is valuable." The king said, "Demonstrate this truth to me, for I cannot understand." The counselor then called a Sufi dervish, and he came to the court. "If you had your way, what would you have someone in Kabul do?" he asked. "It so happened that there is a man near such and such a place who, if he knew it, could, by giving a pound of cherries to a certain necessitous man, gain a fortune for himself, and also great advancement for the whole country and progress for the path," said the dervish, who knew the inner correspondence of the things. The king was excited, for Sufis do not generally discourse upon such things. The king said, "Call that grocer here, call him here, and we will have it done." The other silenced him with a gesture, and the Sufi said, "No, this cannot work unless it is done voluntarily in disguise, in order not to influence the man's choice." The three of them, the counselor, the king, and the Sufi, went straight to the bazaar. Without his turban and robe, the Sufi looked very much like any ordinary man. And he said, "I'll take the part of the exciting cause," he whispered as the group stood looking at the fruit of what is going to happen. The Sufi approached the greengrocer and wished him good day. Then he said, "I know a poor man. Will you give him a pound of cherries as a charity?" The greengrocer laughed and said, "Well, I have heard some tricks, but this is the first time that someone who wanted cherries has stooped to ask me as if it were for charity. You see what I mean?" said the Sufi to the king. "The most valuable man we have has just made the most valuable suggestion, and the event has proved that he is worthless to the man to whom he speaks. But what about the most worthless person being valuable?" asked the king. Three of them started walking again, and as they were about to cross the Kabul River, the counselor and the Sufi suddenly seized the king and threw him into the water. He could not swim, as he felt himself about to drown. The famous Kaka Divana, whose name means insane uncle, a well-known lunatic of Kabul who was roaming in the streets, saw king in the river, jumped in, and brought him safely to the bank. Various other citizens had seen the king in the water, but none moved. When the king was somewhat restored, the two dervishes said together, "The most worthless person is valuable." So the king went back to his old traditional method of giving whatever he could, whether education or help of any kind, to those who it was decided from time to time were the most worthy recipients of such aid.